All right, so today we're going to be showing you how to use the HTTP node, okay? And I'll do it via a package that does foreign exchange rates, okay? So let's do foreign exchange rates. This package calculates, this package tells you what the exchange rate is for a set of currencies, all right? So let's go ahead and create this. We're going to be using this API today to do it. It's exchange rates API.io. That's going to be doing the exchange rate stuff, okay? All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add an HTTP node, okay? And the HTTP node, this is just a request, okay? This is what powers any API, you know? So all the tools you use to do anything API related, automation, all they're doing is making an HTTP request, okay? So we're gonna make an HTTP request today, okay? And we're gonna learn some best practices around that, especially as it pertains to packages, okay? So the first thing I wanna do is get the URL, okay? And it looks like the URL is this, okay? And you can see that my API key is part of the URL request. But in packages, that's the kind of thing that we do not want to include in our package, because if you share the package, someone can see your API key. So I'll show you how to do that properly, all right? But first, let's do it with the API key just to make sure that it works, okay? I don't know what this format one thing is. Anyways, all right, so we've got these currency pairs. Let's see here. Cool. All right, so this is actually the one I want, convert. But anyways, let's do the one that shows all the requests first. Okay, so if we paste that here, let's call this get all currency data. All right, so we've got that, and if we add a finish node and we point it to get all currency data, and then we set the format to JSON, okay? If we do this, then basically I think we're gonna get all the pairs, all right? So let's run that really quickly. Perfect, it ran. Oops, I put it in the teaser, that was a mistake. Get all currency data. All right, all done. All right, let's run this now. Perfect. So yeah, our rates are coming in, okay? Perfect. Packages is aware of foreign exchange rates now, okay? So how do we make this better, okay? Because all it is a GET request, and it's actually showing our API key, which we do not want to include our API key in packages ever. Inside the package, no. So we should add it to the keys page, okay? So I'm going to copy just the domain, which is api.exchangeratesAPI.io. And I'm going to head to the keys page, custom service API, and then I'm going to build the request. And then I'm going to add a query, and the name is access key, and then the value is my API key, okay? So if I save that, now I've got my exchange rates API key there, and I never have to pass it in this request. So in theory, this should still work. So let's see if this works. Oh wait, it's gonna fail because I didn't check the key off. All right, so let's go ahead and check this key off, and let's run it now, and now it's successful, perfect. So my API key is getting passed without me passing it here, okay? This is a security feature, and it's also something to prevent you from exposing your API to the world. If your API key to the world, if you decide to make this a public key, a public package, okay? All right, so we've got that API call working. So the HTTP node is doing what it's supposed to, but let's actually make this work, okay? So let's add two inputs. All right, so this input is going to be from currency code, and then this is going to be to currency code. All right. So we're going to change this call to the convert call, okay? And convert requires, oh wait, oops, I need to upgrade to get that, okay. So maybe we won't be showing that today. But yeah, so that's the HTTP node in a nutshell, all right? We're not gonna do the convert today because I'm not upgrading. So yeah, so if you run this, you'll get all the exchange rates, okay? And I wonder if you can change the base. Let's see if you can change the base. Hmm. Latest. Oh, I think you, oh yeah, yeah. You have to upgrade. Okay, well that's the HTTP node for today, guys. All right. So just to recap what we went over, this will, yeah, this is where you enter your URL for the HTTP node, okay? And then when you pass an API key, you don't want to pass it directly here. You want to add the key on the keys page with the proper domain, and that way you don't have to keep passing your API key every time you want to make an HTTP call, okay? I hope that helps. I know we didn't get to do what I wanted to do, but at the core, that's the HTTP request, okay? And then you can do anything you want with this. So let's say, okay, let's do something cool. Let's say I wanted to get just one item off that HTTP request, okay? So let's look at it again. The base is the euro, okay? So the euro, €1 is 6 Brazilian reais, or let's see what it is in USD, $1.11. All right, so let's just make this return USD, and let's change this to, yeah, let's just change this to euro to X, okay? And then in our input, we'll put the currency code, all right, and then we will put, so yeah, we've got our currency code. So now in this JS runner, I'm gonna pass at currency code, okay? And then, no, actually I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to do get all the currency data, and then I'm going to say JSON equals JSON.parse input, okay? And what this is going to do is this is going to let me work on this thing, okay? So if I do this, let's do this, packages, at currency code. All right, so what this is going to do is this is going to let me extract just the it's going to let me extract just the currency code that I want. So if the euro is the base, then the currency code is going to give us the value of the €1 equivalent of the currency, that currency pair, the other part of the pair. Okay. So let's see here. Let me look at so rates. So this basically should be return JSON.rates. And let's go with, all right, so this in theory should return the value at, let's see, currency pair value. The other side of the pair, let's go here. Let's turn it to text, and let's say currency pair value. All right, so I want to know what it is in USD. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that was an error. Okay, let's look at the steps. Okay, that's interesting. Let's go with yeah. Let me let me do a few things here. So let me just make sure this is the way that I want it to be. Okay, that's interesting. Let me see here. All right, so my issue is I had JSON here instead of input. Okay, so let's actually do this now. So JSON dot, what is this called? Let me go back to those runs here. So that was rates. All right. So JSON dot rates, and then we say parts 1. All right. So we're just gonna get, that just means we're gonna get this. All right. Currency code. Perfect. And now we've got our, we've got our value. Perfect. So that's working now. So that's that is the package is working. The value of €1 is in, and then we say at currency code is, all right, so how do we make this prettier? Well, we don't need to make it pretty. So yeah, this is working, okay? And if we say Brazilian real, that will be that. All right, cool. So yeah, I hope that helps. In 10 minutes, we created a foreign exchange calculator in packages where the base is the euro. I'd love to change the base, but yeah, we need to pay for API access, which maybe I'll do one day. But I hope that helps. All right, so that's the HTTP node in a nutshell. Again, to keep it simple, just put your request there. You can build it, you can add keys, you can, query parameters or body parameters. But this is a high-level overview of the HTTP node. Okay, I hope this helps. All right, see you later.